Welcome to the show. Nothing here is financial advice. We're not financial advisors, just some guys on the internet.
Yep.
What about
Cardano's?
Cardano?
See my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. The chart, right? So you go to ADA, then you go to dash BTC. Sorry, no dash BTC. And we pull it up. So you can see ADA. You know, make sure when you're looking at charts, you do logarithmic scale. Okay, now you see a perfect, nice range. Now, what does this tell you, right? So this is the bottom, this is the top. And a lot of time goes through, you know, what it looks like. But the chances of it going back up to some extent is higher than it going lower than what it is now for Cardano versus Bitcoin. Now, this week, guys, this is just something went wrong with the oracles. I don't know what happened when prices tanked on most exchanges, but nobody could have traded anyway, so it's not like you could have got Cardano here. So
that looking at
this price,
crash.
Yeah,
it's not really a flash crash. It was no, there's like nobody was liquidated other than like maybe futures, you know, but like holders.
Nobody trades Cardano.
Nobody traded. Like the spot didn't really get, you know, nobody was able to buy here or sell here. It was all just futures mostly. But here we are at the bottom. Like, I mean, okay, like let's say it was here somewhere, not maybe like another 10% discount, but we're pretty much at the bottom. If we go even lower, like we could. But you look at altcoins, you see something how they're performing versus Bitcoin, and you're like, okay, like do I want to make a bet into a coin that will perform against Bitcoin? And Cardano is a good bet. And you could look at like Avalanche versus Bitcoin.
Cardano's been underperforming Bitcoin for the last 4 years. It looks like on that chart.
Yeah. So I mean, in here also for a long time as well. And then it eventually just has a very nice spike up. So you just buy something that you think is low and you hold it. Of course, you have like a target to get out, so you don't lose all your money. Like maybe here, so the target, right? So if it goes below 402 Satoshis, get out. Similar with AVAX, you have a similar situation happening where it has like a range of versus Bitcoin that it's holding. Of course, some altcoins will just have something like that, just completely keeps going down and down and down, and you don't even want that. Don't even touch that altcoin. But this is a start. You know, you want to, at the end of the day, your alts make you more Bitcoin, and that will ultimately make you more dollars. That's the thought process you should have. And if you're looking to buy alts, you should definitely compare them against Bitcoin or Ethereum, for example, when Ethereum is doing well. But yeah.
Yeah, it's been a treasury-led cycle, so I guess Bitcoin's been outperforming a lot of things for a while, right?
Yep.
It's an institutional cycle. We've got the ETFs.
Recently, it's pulled back there.
And the ETFs are not so much buying Chain GPT or AVAX or Dog with Hat. They're more interested in Bitcoin itself, the big dog.
And, yeah, so Bitcoin's been reclaiming the 200-day moving average today, but it hasn't closed. We still need another 6 hours.
To say that there's no such thing as futures and there wasn't a flash crash, it's really important to know that a lot of the price movements, even for all altcoins, are driven by the futures, by the perps, by the longs, by highly leveraged. And that was exposed when the flash crash happened. So when you see, for instance, Virtual have a rally around May, June, and then you look at how much open interest there is, you can see that it's mostly like so this theory about ranging, about coins having their ranges, it proved really true with Ethereum around June. We saw Ethereum go below 2,000 and it reached the bottom of its range relative to the rest of the crypto market. But then, as we know, lots of alts die, and then also some alts they go down 80-90% within a day or something because of the vesting unlocks, and then maybe an over-the-counter deal happens. For example, with Mantle, that just suddenly crashed out of nowhere. Fast token suddenly crashed out of nowhere. So
Yeah, so another way to like back what I'm trying to say, so we could look at, for example, the DeFi charts and compare to see like what was impacted in the DeFi space and what was impacted on the exchanges. So like if you look at 5 days for Avalanche on DeFi, it looks like it went, the lowest was $20 on. Wait, hold on.
on if you're trading on chain, if you're trying to buy spot.
Oh, right here. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong chart.
Because it was so quick, there was not actually a chance to buy at $16 or $10.
It was like $16, and then it went to like $20. So like it was very quickly. But then if you look at it on the exchange, I have some AVAX. Let's see how low it went there. And on the exchange, it went to $8 a week. So on DeFi, on Trader Joe, where AVAX is traded a lot, it only went down to $17. While you look at a chart on like the leveraged exchanges like Binance, so I wouldn't look at the lowest of these wicks as accurate, for a lot of the DeFi tokens, because most of these exchanges were inaccessible during that time. So even if you think somebody swept up the price at $8, like nobody swept up the prices. It's just their system crashing basically and then restarting.
Yeah, I think Coinbase went down, and maybe was it Robinhood or what was the other one? Binance? During the flash crash, yeah.
But DeFi held up pretty well, and you can see that right here. I don't know. Sorry, is my screen being shared right now? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So you could see like big difference. So we could safely say we're like, oh, that's another way to look at altcoins. So look at AVAX. So you can see it had a W pattern, which we were also bullish about. That's where we had this nice bullish run. But then we had somebody just say, a big whale or two, maybe in combination with the Trump tariff news, just said, I want to sell. Let's make my sell happen. He went to a market maker. Market maker made the sell happen, right?
And then right after the flash crash, Eric Trump comes out and says the Trump family's made $1 billion off of crypto.
Yeah. So and then you look at like how, when the flash crash happened, now the price is settling down. Are we selling down above support levels that happened before, or are we below? So this is another way to pick altcoins if you want to get a little risky. Some altcoins, in my ledger, I could show like ZRX, for example. It's really at the bottom prices, so at those W bottoms. So like it's a little bit more riskier. But AVAX looks better, right? Because it's above its previous bottoms, and that's another way to pick altcoins right now. So the biggest one is you want to see this total 3 hold this 1 trillion and keep pushing above it. I don't want to. I hope we don't end the cycle again where altcoins only were resisted by $1 trillion market cap, and we just go back down, back to the closet, as Silent says.
Why is it called total 3?
Yeah, because total 3 is everything minus the top 3: Bitcoin, USDT, USDC.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a others dominance, but others dominance is excluding the top 10, I guess, right?
Yeah, this actually has stables in here, so it's BTC and ETH, just excluding BTC and ETH.
Yeah.
So this includes Solana, XRP, USDT.
I mean, you kind of got us all excited, when we were doing our show, Rom.
You never know.
In July.
So my squiggles are still here.
July, August, September.
We were accurate for a little bit with the squiggles, and then we just completely had this crash. I can't predict everything, so now we could look at this chart again and see, like, okay, we had the crash all the way over here, held support. Are we going to recover? We're kind of retesting this level, which is the previous all-time high. Are we going to go back up, push again to this final leap and Altseason, or is this just going to go back to 91K, gap first, and then maybe some kind of push to some level, like maybe this has resistance, and this would be Altseason. Altseason is definitely coming. Like it's just, this is crypto PvP. Somebody cashed out, and this is what happens. This is the risk you take. I made some good bets. Like
Yeah, but the people who are cashing out on ETH at 4,800, they've been holding since 300 and 200. I bought some ETH at 200, you know, and it's like,
yeah. So you're in the profit, bro. You're up 200. That's right.
The power I have to dump on somebody who buys now at 3,900, and then take all the other alts along with it.
Of course,
we're no. I mean, I remember in 2024, you used to laugh at me because I said Bitcoin dominance was going to 70. We went to 66 from, you know, and alts. There's more to it than just charts, isn't there? What other things should you look at? Let's say I've got an alt I'm interested in. I'm scared that I'm late to the party. I'm scared that crypto is too volatile. What other things should I look at
Like
other
Zcash?
than the price chart? Let's say I wanted to get into some Zcash now. I think it's
that's a little bit
how can I tell how much of the run it's having is organic, for example?
I mean, your how much run is just look in the DeFi. I just said, like, look into the DeFi chains and find tokens that are holding support levels, like Avalanche, for example, is right here. You can see, and make sure that they're above. And it's organic. This is organic right here. I mean, DeFi can also be programmatically faked as well, but that's where you go into like DeFi Llama and just make sure that they have enough money in the chains. So
okay,
so you're not the only one there like buying. You go to DeFi,
activity.
you go
activity.
to you go to
TVL and activity, TVL and volume, maybe.
So you just go to Avalanche. Right? So.
Yeah, because the price can be manipulated by unlocks, but TVL is consistent after unlocks, right?
Yeah, so Avalanche is $1.9 billion total value locked. It's a lot of money. Their stablecoin market cap is alone 1.74 billion. So you have a lot of like AAVE is lending almost $1 billion on Avalanche. That's amazing. I didn't even know that. So you look at the DeFi, how strong it is in there, and that's you're more organic. And then when you go towards centralized exchanges, that's where you have like the big whales, right? Because that's what the centralized exchanges shoot for: low leverage, people with money, ease of access of money, millisecond trading, all that stuff. So that's where
what's stopping people from buying now at the beginning of the bear market, and then the price falls down 55% or 80%, and then they get scared and they think, oh, I made the worst mistake of my life. They sell all of it, and then it goes up 300% or 1,500%. Like, what's stopping people? Because it's so volatile. Like, how can people make sure that they don't get sort of flushed out by the volatility of it all? And
you just gotta experience it. And then you gotta learn. Like, you gotta not be afraid and be persistent, and that will help you go through the crypto volatility. Then you just also have to know how you like what signs to look out for that are bad. All this comes with experience. Like like Aethir the last week. Me and Matt were discussing Pulse Chain heavily. Sorry, my mouth is bugging out. But he said Aethir. I told him, like, when the team launches a token and then they like cheat it or something, you kind of want to be out of that project.
Yeah.
But I took his advice. I was like, okay, let me see. Maybe they're not going to cheat. And not these guys with the market and the market makers cheated pretty bad. So now we're
warned him.
Are we gonna hold the support, or are they gonna keep cheating? And it's just
I don't remember this one. Aether.
Yeah, Aethir. So they had a project that where they completely abandoned. I don't know, like it was like the sister project of this project, and so you take a look at people's actions. So in altcoins, you got to look at the team, and it looks strong. They have a strong marketing campaign, but the team and the price went down.
Something that's worth mentioning is there's like no regulation, and the team will never get any charges, and everyone will forget about this scandal, and then it'll be on to the next scandal in 2 weeks, and there's lots of corruption. So here's another question I have.
Yeah, like charts that came out as candles, but they're performing well, like Tron.
Here's another.
Sun was called a scammer, but so far Tron has been performing good.
Crime
Okay,
season.
sure.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
So if we can look on chain at who holds the most Bitcoin and the amount of money we're talking about, like over $10 million is like a medium whale in Bitcoin, or like $1 million is like not even a whale. So like we're talking about an asset class that is mainly functions as a way to diversify portfolios for like mega rich people, basically. And then what does that have to do with like NFTs and DeFi innovations and stuff like that? Like, what is the altcoin catalyst? Is it real world assets? Is it retail? Is it how do we see AVAX get back up of 30? If we're going to go sideways or down from here?
They just have to keep building. That's it. That's the only thing. You got to keep pushing, code, pushing. Not keep building and pushing. Integrating with the current environments, physical environments. AVAX. They've started in New York. It's a very ambitious team, so they just got to keep pushing the deployments and upgrades of their system, and eventually, that is gonna. That's going to be worth a lot of money. Like with anything, right? Like it takes time. I was invested in Palantir for a long time. Stock was from $8 to $20, $16, and now you look at it when it's been recognized for everything that they've been built for the government and everything like that. The stock is worth $180, right? So nothing really changed in terms of the team. They kept pushing the deployments. They kept hiring engineers, and they kept building things, right? So when you have that in a project, amazing. The moment that stops, the moment you see things like the team giving governance away to the community, or the team just disappearing, like Richard Hart, with Hex. This is why I feel so bad for the Hexes. There's so many like clear signs of Richard cheating them, and it's just like they're just still there holding the bag. But thankfully Matt is a better trader, so over time you evolve, right? So Matt also has Pepe, which is an amazing bag. Doesn't have like a team, but also it's the complete opposite of what we were talking about. No VCs, just a bunch of P2P traders. That's it. Like
that's like a different Pepe, right? It's like the Pulse Chain Pepe, isn't it?
No. He has I think the Ethereum Pepe. Or maybe
okay.
he has the Pulse Chain as well.
Yeah, there's two different Pepes on Pulse Chain. It's a bit confusing.
Pepe right here, I think. Pepe, yeah. So like Pepe, amazing. If you've been holding Pepe since last year when it first came out, you're up, relaxed, right? And it's holding support. So a project like this is way better than when you look at Hex, because this doesn't rely on teams anymore. This just relies on the whales, and the community believing into this project. So as long as this holds, and whoever bought over here a bunch of whales, don't dump it back down to here, because they could technically. But then now you would have really huge community support at this range if Pepe in the bear market goes back here. That's amazing, for example. For a coin that's so well known and it doesn't really rely on team, just PvP. It's very nice to trade. So you have those two things, right? You have you have meme coins right now that rely nothing on team foundation, just P2P trading. That's it, right? Bitcoin is another one, doesn't rely on any foundation or team. It's also just P2P, well known, right? And then you have coins that rely on teams, rely on the team building, not quitting, and not running away or doing something else, like our famous rug puller Dan Latimer on EOS, who took out billions of dollars and just disappeared, right? And I don't think he to this day contributes to EOS anymore. So. But EOS still exists. There's still a community that's building, but they're not really pushing anything meaningful because they don't have that initial core team that created the project. They all kind of left. So, yeah.
Do altcoins offer good risk-adjusted return? You have to be savvy enough to know what the vesting schedule is. You have to be savvy enough to know if the team are about to G. You have to be savvy enough to know if they're handing over governance to the community. You have to be savvy enough to know you're in the right narrative. You have to be savvy enough to know that you're not buying an alt from 2 years ago that was big. You have to be savvy enough to know if the price is just being artificially pumped up with leverage. You have to be savvy enough to know that you're
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to know all of
the
those
chart
things,
patterns.
Justin.
But
It's
in
just,
terms of risk
like,
versus
build-
reward, what's stopping people from just
as long as it's
going?
building, like you have a good chance. Like if there's a keeps push production, like AVE versus compound, right? What's the difference between these two? It's just the building. That's it. Like AVE, nonstop team development, deployment, all that stuff. Compound, it's still on a V2. They haven't deployed anything yet. Governance is kind of losing purpose even. So, and the price shows that, right? So, building is very important. Very, very important. If you get into an old project, make sure that the team is consistently building and not cheating.
Now, when you have something like FTX collapsing in 2022 and all the prices taking a tumble and people building through the bear, then it gives the illusion as the controlled demolition, they start building over it and they start and Bitcoin starts pumping again in 2023 towards the end of the year, towards autumn, beginning of winter. Then it gives the illusion that that altcoins are these spicy, exciting, sexy pump things that will 20x you into a Lamborghini. Now, I predict that we'll see a massive cool down. I know that people the people that leverage trade, they're coming back in, right? Apparently 80% of leverage traders lost all their capital. And we're still taking these assets seriously. These things that inflate, they dilute in terms of there's more and more. There's BERA chain. There's what's the one that our friend Axel likes?
Abstract.
Abstract doesn't have a coin though.
There's Blur
but
chain.
Base is launching their own token as well. I mean, these are all like capital raising the initiatives that are good. Like Base has the money, which they're gonna push into the Base chain, and then the Base chain is gonna airdrop that. So all the OGs that were using the Base chain, people are gonna have money now all of a sudden to trade. This is the way big institutions get the retail to engage and learn about crypto in a really good way. LINEA did a nice thing about like that similar airdrop. And yeah, those are good. Those are like those nice traditional core values of crypto, which is build, grow community, don't cheat, none of that VC crap that took over in the past cycle, and also even a couple of years ago. Even that pulled me into crypto. I was a part of these VCs and everything, right? If you remember, we almost got you into it as well. You were very close. I think you were like you were so tempted to press the buy button on the God NFT. Good thing you didn't. It would have been.
Oh yeah, we've seen people rotate their Bitcoin profits. We've seen people firstly rotate their Ethereum profits into Bitcoin. And then we've seen people rotate their Bitcoin profits into gold. So this is sort of the other direction than we're talking about.
Yeah. So it's
I'm infinitely skeptical that because you see searches for crypto go down, you see searches for Bitcoin go down, you see the industry changing fundamentally into a longer term buy and hold.
Guys, I gotta go.
People looking 6 years into the future, buying Bitcoin, and then seeing what happens in 6 years' time, and then deciding
Thanks, Ram.
how much to sell.
And as always, thank you guys for being here with me and trading our token on Pump.Fun. I just dumped on everybody. Boom.
Good job, bro.
Okay,
have a good afternoon.
on that note, guys.
Appreciate you. What a legend.
I will be buying again next week. Don't worry.
Okay, good work.
Okay, guys. Cheers.
Take care. Okay, cheers. Thank you.
So what's on the menu? What's on CryptoPanic.com? What's been happening?
Crypto
this week?
Panic. Yeah, let's do it. Let me pull up my screen and we'll go to Crypto Panic and we'll read the news.
I mean, how? Oh, that's perfect, isn't it?
Oh, I have to sign up to see what's trending in crypto. This is new, isn't it?
No.
Well, we can get down to the second news. So 11 minutes ago, crypto markets surge as Trump confirms October 31st summit with Xi Jinping.
Oh.
Am I pronouncing it correctly? Is it Xi Jinping or is it Xi Jinping?
I like the Xi. I've heard Xi many times.
President Xi. Yeah, I'm going to say Xi.
Oh, you're just going to do the thing I didn't say. Oh,
I'm doing the opposite, yeah. Okay,
Opposite
32
thing.
minutes ago, 500K Bitcoin is coming and the banks can't stop it. George Bodine, simply
Should
Bitcoin.
we get his Wikipedia?
George
see his
Bodine's
Wikipedia?
Wikipedia?
Yeah, can we see his Wikipedia?
Yeah, in theory, yeah. Wikipedia. George Bodine. Who's this guy?
Well, he's got one, which is
He's
a good
NASCAR?
start.
Former motorsport driver and bobsled builder.
Hey, that's huge. He's got a lot of money to look after if he's a NASCAR driver.
That's true. Is he still alive?
Wee woo! He makes him...
This is the true alpha here. All right, so fear and greed index is at 27 according to Coin Market Cap, but if you look at Rhythm, it's actually at 40. So there's a discrepancy there.
Can we go on your Twitter?
It's down to
feed?
27. So everybody's synced up.
Oh.
You want to just roll through Twitter?
What have you been tweeting? Yeah, maybe your feed or maybe your profile.
Yeah, let's see what I've been posting here on the Moon Boys account. It's our own podcast. That's awesome. Let's pin it.
Bit of self-promotion there.
Yeah, I could do a little retweet. I've been reposting Justin a bunch. So Justin said BTC above 108 looks good, and Zora looks good here. So yeah, let's take a look at Bitcoin.
Immediately went to 109 after I tweeted that.
Yeah, I saw that too. Are we above 109 now? Nice, very nice. Reclaim above the 200. I still like the 125 because, like, hear me out. Like, every moving average is a technical analysis indicator, right? 200 was typically like a bear market sort of indicator. Like, if we're using 200 as resistance for any coin, that's like it's over, right? I like this 125. Like, I think it's a nice happy medium between
that's great.
200 and
I
800.
like the
know,
60. Okay, that's great.
That's
great. I'll think about the fact that you're thinking about that.
I still like it. Okay, let's take a look at what Sir Yem says. They have a hypothesis that something huge is going to happen tonight.
Well, they've announced the summit with Xi Jinping.
Why institutions buy a lot of BTC on 110K plus if they know next year it's bull market because they are accumulating all the BTC, so BTC will explodes in price, not by a lot of new money entering, but because no one will be selling their BTC. Then BTC reaching 1 million would not be crazy if they control the market, and they show the control it with the recent dump.
That's what's going to happen.
Insights. We're going to come back to that next week and see how it performed on the chart. Okay, I did make a little slideshow as well.
Yippee!
Yeah, I got the little slideshow. Okay, so we got Tom Lee says Bitcoin is going to 250K in the next 70 days. If that plays out, we're about to see a face melting risk on rally into year end. So I've lost faith in Tom Lee because in the spring he said Bitcoin would hit 150K this summer, and then that did not pan out.
It's a bit of a perma bull. It's a bit of a perma.
Yeah, he's getting a bit bullish. He was crazy.
But then what happened? Why did we lose 126? Did anything in particular actually happen? We just cooled down and then suddenly they liquidated everybody on Binance. Cool. I can't remember.
Let's take a look.
He announced the tariff. Tom Lee could have been. Oh, it wasn't summer though. That wasn't summer. We've had summer. Okay, so Tom Lee was wrong about 150.
Yeah, that was still in October. Yeah, so he was way off because I think by end of summer our peak was 123.
August is summer. Did Trump do anything? Did anything happen on August 27?
Nothing happened.
No, nothing happened.
Nothing at all. And then we hit the all-time high October. So October we got all excited, and then CZ decided to nuke us all the way down here to 103.
Still Q4 though, and now we're having like summits with G and Orange and the POTUS.
Yeah, exactly. Like we had to flush all that leverage out because like look how spicy this leverage was down here at 105. Like we needed to get rid of this here. But if we zoom out to the 6 month on the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, there is still liquidity down below the current levels. I was noticing.
Yeah, 106.
So, let me zoom up. 90, bro. Down here at 90.
Good entry.
That's scary, hey? Yeah. We could wait till 90. Although it's not guaranteed we'll see it as well, right? Like that may have been the big flush because look at the colors. Like it was so green and yellow, it needed to be flushed. But this is like not quite as intense. So it's unlikely. But this, if you would have looked at this in hindsight, like this was clearly going to get flushed at some point. Same with this here. Like this, when it really heats up like that in that yellow color, that's when it needs to get flushed, right? Yeah. So we can keep an eye on this 90, 95 K level, but it's also heating up here around 126 as well. So it could kind of go either direction, but it's looking a bit spicy.
I'm not a big fan of it. If we go below 108, I'm feeling bearish, and I'm waiting for us to go above 115 in that case. But as it is, I feel like I'm nicely allocated towards a recovery back up above 130, maybe.
Have you flipped long again, or are we doing the relative
valuation
shorts?
Long. I'm trying to get an early long. I know it's risky, but I'll close it if we close the day below 108. I'll close that shit.
I like Solana here, like as it's Solana's trying to break above the 125, but it's got the bearish PMARP right here, and it's finding resistance there as well. So that's a bit scary. We'll see if we can close above it this evening. I might go back into Solana. I'm still just sitting like entirely in JLP right now.
That's very heavy ETH. I'm not a huge fan.
Is it?
Three days. 3 days. The 2 days green. I like that. That's nice.
JLP, Jupe, Earn. Let's take a look. 6,000 traders unalived themselves after that. So sad.
Oh.
Well, Sir Yems, I really appreciate you participating in the chat, though, and I'm going to give you a little shout out.
Thanks
and
for
I've
being
got
here,
a spam bot on Kick that I'm going to ban. Thanks for playing. Very nice.
Good game.
Perfect.
No, it's majority Sol, isn't it? And then it's a bit of Bitcoin just for good measure.
So mostly Bitcoin. Oh, actually, mostly USDC. And then next in line is Bitcoin, then ETH. So 13% ETH. So that makes me feel kind of warm and fuzzy. But what I kind of think about it is it actually doesn't perform like out of this world. Like if you go from the very bottom and measure it all the way up to right now, it's a 2x.
That's nice.
In its entire history, right? So it's a bit of like it goes up over time.
Does it get any of the fees from the liquidations? No, it gets the fees from the trading.
It does.
Then another
from the liquidations.
Really, the liquidations as well, and it gets some of the exposure to the prices, and it gets some of the trading fees.
Yeah, so it's got 50% APY, or at least it claims to have a 50% APY. It's a liquidity pool where it acts as a counterparty to traders. When traders seek to open leverage positions, they borrow tokens from the pool. So when they get liquidated, it goes back into the pool. One thing I noticed, like if I go to portfolio, I don't usually share my exact portfolio here, but I'm noticing it's actually counting the JLP in the yearly APR, because usually my yearly APR is like a couple $100 here. But since I've gone into JLP, it's showing this crazy yearly APR. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be paid out this just with price performance of the token, or if it's going to come back to me through USDC or something. Like, for example, if I held JitoSOL,
give you more tokens or USDC or
like because if I held JitoSOL, I actually earn a claimable SOL allocation here on Jito that I would have to manually come claim. So I'm unsure if JLP is going to actually like just send me tokens.
Be careful when you
outside of the
get
price
when
performance.
following Rom's advice and getting into DeFi stuff. Some DeFi stuff is earning fake yield, and some of it is actually earning real yield from real people getting wrecked or real people borrowing from you. So be careful that you know what kind of yield you're getting, if it's artificial yield or if it's real deal yield, like our man Sue is showing. Tom Lee says this, does he? Right,
Well, we'll get
I
to
like
go to the next one.
that. The difference between something or another. Next, the difference between next one. Next slide.
This one, yeah. The
Next
difference between
slide.
cameraman.
He's so upset that he had to buy the iPhone. Oh god, Andrew Tate is like trying to.
He bought two iPhones, but you can tell it's sarcasm, like it's a character he's doing because he starts laughing halfway through, like it's a big joke. So
how can I do tech content? How can I make a post about this? How can I do something funny? How can I call all Android users people who have no sex? Like, he's just doing it for the content. But you got to love it. I'm a
man who has sex, so I have to buy an iPhone.
He's being sincere, though. Like, he's being sincere. I think that spending $1,000 on an iPhone is for rich people. You have to be top G. To, like, even let yourself do that on credit. Check with yourself that you're top G before you do that. Because the iPhone 15 and 16 and 14, they all still work beautifully. They all still take beautiful pictures. Check yourself before you, like, give all your money to Apple. I know they make cool products. I know they're pretty innovative. I'm not being a complete hater, but yeah, check yourself before you wreck yourself. $1,000 on an iPhone, only for top G. The difference between 4% growth and 2% growth is doubling the economy every 18 years versus 36 years. GDP growth is currently at an outstanding 3 point. So don't listen to the fudders. Don't listen to the apocalypse preachers. The US economy is healthy. Yeah, a bit of unemployment, but like you don't need consumers to like keep the US economy healthy. You don't need everyone to be a consumer. Is that the basic gist of this? Marc is like a perma bull. He's skeptical at all the people saying AI is a bubble, and I think it's really good to like keep people like this who know what they're talking about in your feed, and stay away a bit from the doomsayers. Theo?
Yeah, I don't even know why I included this one. GDP growth is currently an outstanding 3.9%, and AI is 40% of that. It's easy for politicians to posture and grandstand by beating up on tech, but the real question is whether they want 4% growth rates or 2% growth rates. So he is bullish on AI. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, he's saying that if you want the US economy to stay strong, you have to support the tech industry. That's basically it. And he has other stuff where he's bullish on the stock market staying strong.
But yeah, AI may be a bubble. It seems that that may burst soon, similar to the .com bubble. But for now, we're staying risk on. We'll see. There is a bear market looming, probably sooner than we expect. But
70s are going to come back. We're all going to be like groovy 70s dudes, like far out, like wearing flared trousers because times are so bad. Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Cocaine, hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. What the fuck? Aerospace and defense ETF inflows year to date. Lots of people predicting some bullcrap with Iran. I mean, that's all regional. Like, I know he sent 200 troops, and I know it's like, but like Trump's gonna have to check himself before he wreck himself. That's all a regional conflict. Israel, Iran, Russia, Ukraine. That's a regional thing. Like, there's no need for boots on the ground. I don't know why people are doing it. It's because people are doing this because gold's at an all-time high, stock market's at an all-time high. They're like, what can I go into? Oh, let's go into defense. Let's
Palantir and stuff. Yeah,
bet on World War III, but I don't really think World War III is coming. Don't worry, guys.
We were looking at the Palantir chart earlier. Rom mentioned it. I've never held Palantir before, but I have a golf buddy who trades this thing.
Cool. When when he sold his soul, did he get like a receipt?
Yeah, it's at 178. This is a bit spicy for me at this point.
You have a golf buddy, so you do play golf. You sneaky guy. I thought that it looked right when I saw you and your chain taking a swing. I was like, this looks right. This is believable. So you do play golf. You do play golf with the AI golf content, and that's the best way.
The Bodoggo's golf outing.
God, Rom is so dry. I'm so glad he's gone. This is so much more of a chilled out session. What a dry person.
You gotta lay down. You gotta get 45-degree angle.
Chilling now, bro. I'm chilling.
China's killer playbook. Share of global production, solar
Robots.
panels, ships,
Where's
EVs,
robots?
batteries, rare earths, and drones. Yeah, 90% of drones. Wow. So China's
Yeah, we got a
taking
new
over.
contender stepping up. If anybody tells you that China's ascension isn't real, they haven't done the research, mate, because they got certain industries cornered that the West just ain't.
We're looking
Batteries,
good
rare
for ships,
earth.
though.
Who are?
We're looking good for ships. They only have 62% on ships.
Yeah.
Maybe Nick's relationships. Ships.
Yeah, mixed relationships for sure.
Yeah. U.S. national debt's almost at 38 trillion now. That's over
great.
$300,000 per taxpayer.
Doesn't
Good
matter.
time
They
not
can
to
just
be a
devalue
US
the
citizen.
currency. They can just devalue the currency. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I wonder if they're just like pumping up gold and then they're just gonna like put all the gold into Bitcoin, or what Russia was saying about the devaluing
3D
the debt with the
chess.
crypto cloud or something like that.
That is interesting. Yeah.
Makes no sense to me, but yeah, how do you make money on sitting all this like physical gold? Like you have to sell it at some point, right? Like you can't just sit on it forever. Like it doesn't do anything.
Can't yield farm it, can you?
Yeah, like I guess it's increasing in value, but if you don't sell it, then that you could just round trip the whole thing as well, right? So
Well, it emits token emission because there's some still left in the ground as well.
yeah,
And
and
to
in
sell it
space.
is hard. But you not being able to sell it is actually a strength of gold as an asset,
It's a
because
feature, not a bug.
Bitcoin is so easy to sell that the price can go down whenever somebody's having a bad day or when Trump sneezes or whatever.
Gold on top.
Gold all day.
It's a shelter for profit.
So when there's nothing else to when you want no counterparty to fuck with your wealth, buy some gold. When you think the capital controls are coming, I mean, there's certain things I watch on YouTube which makes me feel like, ooh, how far away are we from capital controls? For example, the UK economy is tanking, right?
Yeah.
So how far away are we from the UK saying, guys, we've limited withdrawals. Also, your social credit score is tied to how much you're allowed to withdraw. Also, I mean, the UK tax enforcement invented a whole way to like spy on your crypto wallet and work out how much yield you've earned and how much tax. Like, it's getting a bit feisty, isn't it? And it's when they stop being able to make money from the stock market, and everybody starts to feel poor because their house value goes down. That basically what happens is they start coming just for money that's in your bank account or like private wealth and stuff like that. And gold's good for that because you can just tell them fuck off, you can just hide it or whatever. In the wall.
Yeah. Bearish
Hide it
for
in the wall.
USDT, as it wasn't Mika compliant, right?
Shut up, Burbs.
Gold had a little bit of a pullback here.
Good.
We need that. I've been allocating to gold for the last like month or so, thanks to you. That's been a really good call out. Yeah.
I love it when people listen to me. It's great.
Yeah. Well, you've got the alpha. You drop alpha. Okay, so cool. Nick's single again. Ladies, take note.
Okay.
If you want to go viral, you could date Nick.
Never trade on perps. That's where he lost $30,000 on perps. His girlfriend looked at him just like, oh, you loser.
Yeah.
And
okay.
he's one of the funniest guys on X, but in a way that is not obvious. Like he does things that are very ostentatious, and he's got a personality, and
he knows how to print engagement.
Girls like that. Girls like it when you're 43, you're rich, and you've got a bit of a personality, and you've got cool friends like Pio, Easy, and
yeah. Yeah, he may not be a millionaire, but he's got lots of millionaire friends.
He says he's a millionaire.
And then confirmed Jack is Satoshi Nakamoto's. So we could look on Polymarket the odds of Satoshi Nakamoto moving his Bitcoin before 2026.
Okay.
We could go take a look at that. Polymarket. Satoshi. Will Satoshi move any Bitcoin in 2025? Whew. It spiked above 14% there.
This is an easy no. What am I missing?
6.1%.
This is free money. What information am I missing? Why is Jack Dorsey Why is it not Jeffrey Epstein?
Well, because 94% is the no, right? So if you take the no, you have a 6% upside.
I'll yeah.
You take the yes, it could spike back up whenever there's Satoshi news.
Okay, and they think that Jack has been found out and he's getting scared, so he's going to move it. That's what they think, basically.
Well, that's my hypothesis here, but yeah, clearly Jack is Satoshi, so
It's easy
now that he's
memeing.
found out.
Easy is memeing on us right now.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
What the hell?
But I think this is a real message.
What? Yeah, so someone's memeing. They're both memeing, or
Yeah.
okay.
Easy actually believes it though.
Oh, cool. I
Yeah.
mean, he's probably in the yes camp then, isn't he? 6%.
Yeah, maybe that was him spiking up the chart there. Yeah.
He got a little too bullish, and he didn't wait for the limit order to go through.
Let me see if I can buy.
Sorry, I just know nothing about this subject. I haven't got the gossip. I haven't been following this.
That's okay. Let's see if I can buy the yes on this. How many dollars do I have? Okay, $7 to win $114.
First is 7 to win $1.
It wants me to deposit funds.
Bastards.
$200. This is how you onboard to Polymarket. And it failed. Okay, sweet. We learned a lot today. That was really nice. And then we'll go back to our slideshow. Remember when Coinbase regaining #1 on the App Store was the consensus cycle top signal? So currently it's 19 on the finance apps. So we're still far away from the top of the cycle, I guess, as it would seem.
I don't know. I'm not enthused by Bitcoin's price performance. What happened to get us from all the way from 126 to Trump announced tariffs? Okay, so all eyes on the meeting then, I guess, and all eyes on whether Bitcoin can hold 108. If it can hold 108, let's go to 150.
Yeah, we're pushing nice up above the 200 moving average. So if we can close this level today, then bear market's canceled, I guess.
Or it's just recency bias. We just had like 12 bad days and now I'm all bearish. I need to sort my shit out. I need to figure out what I actually believe.
Well, I really want to get into relative valuation shorting. Like, as you know, I'm like sitting on a bunch of JLP. Like, and I fantasize about just putting all that money into hyperliquid and doing relative valuation shorts. But I worry I worry that I'm going to set it up incorrectly and just like get liquidated accidentally or something. So I feel like I have to sign up for the
When do you have the most time? Like, you have the time on Saturdays and Sundays, really, don't you?
Yeah, I do at the moment now.
I'll just do videos about it so that you can, because you can do really nice size with you can lever up 4x, 5x.
Yeah, that gives me an idea. So you could record those videos and then we could post them into our Patreon and we could actually provide some value for the Moon Boys community.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I think I like that.
You could track the portfolio as well.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Okay, sweet. Let's do it. Oh yeah, and then the Substack. Subscribe to the Substack. So that's the end of the slideshow. Hell yeah.
50 minutes. I think I had.
Let's blast through a few more things. So altcoin season, we've rejected from altcoin season. We're back down to 39.
Obviously. So
we're closer to Bitcoin season once again. And top performers of the last 90 days. So Zcash,
Fake
M.
rally.
What is M again? Is that meme coin? Meme core.
Yeah. Meme core, yeah.
Meme core. And then Mantle, BNB, and Gold. That's interesting. That, like, I don't know anything about meme core. I know Gerhard's done a video about it, but I'm surprised to see Mantle up here. I know a lot of people are bullish on Mantle, but
every dog has its day. I mean,
yeah.
Load up the chart. It's probably been dumping forever. Mantle. Let's look at the DeFi Llama on MNT. That should be easy.
DeFi Llama. And I noticed that Pi is actually the worst performer yet again. That's 2 weeks in a row.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's a bad time for me to be a Pi holder.
No, it's always a bad time.
So this is Mantle TVL, 236 million in DeFi. It has not seen it. It peaked December, and then it's sort of been ranging ever since.
No, I don't. If you look at the TVL in Mantle, though, it's
This is
not
Mantle.
really been ranging. But if you click on the top right, it says you can switch between USD and Mantle. So
Okay. So
yeah,
even
it's
worse.
it's going down. And then
Yeah.
but what does that look like in relation to if we plot the price on top of it? I know you can do that on DeFi Llama. You can just click, boom, add metrics, and then I'll do Mantle price. Oh,
Wow,
look, the price has been
I've never
going
done that.
up while
Oh
the
wow.
while the TVL's been going down. So how much?
So is there unlocks?
no,
Should we look at tokenomist.ai?
Yeah, look at that. So tokenomist, and then probably they've stopped, isn't it? Or
Okay, let
they've
me just
slowed
type
down.
like Mantle up here.
I'll give you a chance. Jazz
Yeah, geez.
needed today. MNT.
Tokenomics,
So-
unlock events. No, it doesn't let me.
If I'm when I type it in, it doesn't really let me view any information.
Yeah.
So is it possibly the volume? Maybe add volume to it. Anyway,
Here?
no, it's fine. It's fine. We tried to figure out what was going on, but we didn't get there.
Yeah. Cool. So that was over here. Yeah, Pi's the worst performer next to Pepe. Pepe is sucking the bag.
I told
And
you
then-
the Pepe rally was fake. I told you it was
Yeah.
a desperate little rally.
Okay, this
I
is
told you that.
interesting. So we're back into the light green, so that's still cheap on Bitcoin.
Cheap is when. Nah, I don't think we're cheap in Bitcoin.
That's a
But I
value
think
zone.
We're rallying.
Yeah. But last
in the
chance
rainbow.
to buy here before it blasts off to
Before yellow is a distant.
what did Tom Lee say?
No.
250K in the next 70 days?
Yeah, that's orange, isn't it? At least.
Let's take a look.
That's mo.
Yeah, like deep orange is 250K. So Tom Lee's pretty bullish.
Some people say 250 is the top we could ever get to, but those people just don't understand how sick people are of having to put their wealth into bullshit.
Eric Trump says we're going to hit 1 million.
Big up Eric Trump. That's a bit too bullish for me. What time frame does he mean? If he means 5
Well, that's
years,
the thing. Eventually we'll hit 1 million.
God, what?
Somebody made a
imagine
tweet. They were like,
what-
"It's interesting that you can buy Bitcoin right now at 100K, and then in 5 years sell it for $1 million or something like that." That's a
interesting.
pretty good risk reward. Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah. So on the
Nothing like
hourly
it.
chart here, we flipped red on the alts. There's meme core. Coal continues to underperform. Zcash is still looking good on the hourly. If we zoom out to the daily, Mantle and Coal is still down.
Casper having a good day.
Caspa, where is it?
Bottom right-ish.
Shout out to All In on BSV. He's a big Caspa bull.
Mm.
And on the week, Tau, ENA, Pax G. On the month, Zcash and Aster. Yeah. You were talking earlier about like visualizing the Bitcoin supply. Like this website does that. So it's like most of it's on exchanges, and then there's zombie coins that are lost in landfills.
Wow,
And then
2 million. I agree. I agree. It's about 2 million.
Yeah, and then
And they're not just diamond hands. They fully. It's in the landfill.
I think so, yeah. And then Satoshi owns only 1.12 million Bitcoin. So
That could be lost.
Not as crazy as it might sound. Yeah, exactly. Even if it is Jack, he may have lost them. We don't know. 1 million Bitcoin in ETFs, and then the rest is MicroStrategy, mined per year, and seized from Plus Token Scam, Block One, wrapped Bitcoin on Ethereum.
Is that in Poland?
The
Plus
Polish
token scam.
government have to seize. Is that the
The
Polish
Chinese government seized from the
Chinese-
Plus token Ponzi scam.
Boo. I mean, I like China. Sorry, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you like China and
I have
Israel.
no problems.
No problems with China or Israel.
No, they have police
I've-
forces in different countries. God damn it, China.
Yeah, we're all good. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
I'm not
Just
able to
making
buy
sure.
this. That's okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good to wrap. We're at an hour, so yeah, we can just wrap it up there. Any final thoughts there, Justin?
I don't agree. I completely disavow everything Ron was saying about Altseason. Be careful out there and be sensible and don't lose your hat. Okay, thank you. Good to catch up, Theo. Bye.
Yeah, and watch out for Patreon. We're gonna release some relative valuation videos.
Oh yeah, for real though. I'm ready to do some premium content about how to actually make money in this market. It's all through market inefficiencies. It's all about the predictable and consistent gains that can be made from shorting weaker alts relative to strong Bitcoin as a hedge.
Yeah. Join the winners. Join
Oh.
Patreon.
I'll
Okay,
message
see
you
you-
about
see you,
that
buddy.
and yeah, keep an eye out for that. Bye everybody. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye, Bubs. Bye.
Okay,
bye.
bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.